Good morning, students. Let's start a new chapter. The chapter name is Acid, Bases and Salts. In this class, we are going to study about the different indicators, natural indicators and synthetic indicators, and also the reaction with the metals. Okay, let's start.
Let's start our chapter 2, Acid, Bases and Salt. In this class, we are studying about acids and bases. The properties of acids and bases we studying from 7th standard. So, we are very familiar with acids and bases. We studied that acids are sour to taste and bases are bitter to taste. The taste of acids are sour and it's very corrosive in nature. The highly concentrated acids cause damage to our skin, and also the highly concentrated bases give damage to our skin. But there are different kinds of acids contained in our fruits and vegetables, but they are not cause any damage to us. And in the case of bases are soapy to touch. It has taste like soapy. The acids do not dissolve in oil and fat, but in the case of bases, they will be dissolved oil and fat. How we can understand if a substance is acidic or basic? There are so many methods to understand if a solution or substance is acidic or basic. Yes, we can use indicators. Indicator is used to tell whether a given solution is acidic or basic in nature. The indicator will be natural or synthetic indicators. The indicators are two: natural indicators and synthetic indicators. Natural indicators. Here, litmus, turmeric, hibiscus petals are natural indicators. In a normal condition, the litmus will be purple. When an acidic condition, the litmus will be red, and in basic condition, it turn into blue color. We are very familiar with the litmus paper. There are two types of litmus paper: red litmus paper and blue litmus paper. The litmus paper is used to find out whether given solution is acidic or basic in nature. When we take red litmus and the solution is basic, the red litmus paper changed into blue color. If we take blue litmus paper and the solution is acidic, the blue litmus paper is changed into red color. So, litmus is acidic, it show red color. When it is basic, the litmus turns to blue color. And the next natural indicator is turmeric. When the alkaline condition, the turmeric turns to brown color. So, we can use turmeric as a natural indicator. Then we can use the indicator hibiscus petals. In a basic solution, its color changes to green. When the color change is green, we can sure that the solution is basic. Then we are going to discuss about the synthetic indicators. There are two synthetic indicators using in laboratories. The first one is phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is a colorless indicator. When a solution is acidic, it will be colorless. If a solution is basic, the color will be changed into pink. When we add 2 drops of phenolphthalein in a basic solution, its color will be changed into pink. The next one is methyl orange. Methyl orange is another indicator. It's red color, and in an acidic solution it will be red color, and in a basic solution it will be yellow color. Look this. In a acidic solution, phenolphthalein remain colorless, and in a basic solution the phenolphthalein turns to pink color. This is methyl orange. In a acidic solution, methyl orange red color, and in a basic solution it will be yellow color. See this table. Here we have HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, CH3COH, that is acetic acid, as acids. Then KOH, NgOH twice, that is magnesium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide will be given. We are going to do the test using red litmus, blue litmus, phenolphthalein and methyl orange. When you put red litmus in HCl, we will not show any change, and blue litmus turns to red color. Phenolphthalein will no change in color, and methyl orange will show red color. This is because HCl is an acid. Same H2SO4, HNO3, CH3COH all will be same as HCl. In the case of KOH, it is a base. So, red litmus turns to blue color. Blue litmus remains same. Phenolphthalein become pink color. Methyl orange become yellow color. And in the case of NgOH twice and NH4OH, all are basic, so it remains same. And the next indicators are olfactory indicators. Here we are using smell as indicator. Onion, vanilla, clove oil is olfactory indicators. Onion is a natural indicator. It has a pungent smell. We know that. In acidic condition, the smell remains same, and in basic condition, the pungent smell will be gone. And in the case of vanilla and clove oil, this is remains same. We are going to study how to do the reactions of acids and bases. The acids and bases react with so many things. There are 5 types of reactions. 1. Reaction of acids and bases with metals. 2. Reaction of metal carbonates and metal hydrogen carbonates with acids. 3. Reaction of acids with bases. 4. Reaction of metallic oxides with acids. 5. Reaction of non-metallic oxides with base. So, first we have to the reaction of acids and bases with metal. Metals are highly react with acids. But in the case of bases, some metals are react with bases. Let's do an activity. Activity 2.3. Set the apparatus as shown in the picture. Here take about 5 ml dilute H2SO4 in a test tube and add a few pieces of zinc granules. Then what will happen? There is a gas comes out from the tube. Here we can see bubbles. We can see the bubbles using the soap solution, and we want to know what is the gas evolved. To find out the gas, we are using a lighter. Here we can hear a pop sound. From the pop sound we could understand that the gas is a hydrogen gas. So, the acid and metal combine together, hydrogen gas will be come out. Here the reaction is zinc plus H2SO4 gives ZnSO4 plus H2. So, when an acid and metal combine together, there will be form salt plus H2 gas. Here, the acid will be H2SO4 and metal is Zn. It combine together and form ZnSO4. ZnSO4 is a salt plus H2. H2 come out from the reaction. And in the case of bases, to NaOH. NaOH is a base. It's combined with Zn. It's a metal and will be form Na2ZnO2 plus H2. So, a bases react with metal and also come out the H2. So, in this class, we studied about the indicators and also the reaction of acids and bases.
So, in this class we studied about the different types of indicators and also the reaction of acids and bases with the metals. So, read the textbook and write the notes and study well. Thank you.